Hey everyone, welcome to Planet Ep.4, the place where I live and breathe Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle every single day, at least until I run out of stamina. So, as always, first thing I want to say is shout out to you for being here. It means a lot to me that you decided to click on my video and check it out. So today is Sunday, so I'm going to do the usual Dokkan discussion, as I usually do, where I express my current grief and salt with the game. Um, Currently, I wanted to actually introduce a new quick segment at the beginning where I give a rating out of 10 on my current salt level with the game. And currently, it's actually higher than it's been in a while. But I'm going to go ahead and say it's at about a 7.5 or an 8 salt level for me. I don't know about everybody else, but so let's go ahead and hop in. So part three has really got me thinking about things that they could have done better. In retrospect, when you look at it, everybody on JP was complaining, and even all the global players that play JP were complaining about part three over there. And I understand that maybe they didn't want to change what was being released when to do with the 5 year anniversary, because then JP would have felt that they got shafted. But I think there's a couple of things that they could have added to part three of the 5 year. So I wanted to get into that, and also just some quick thoughts about what they should be doing with the game rather than what they are doing with the game. So anyway, during the Saiyan Day campaign, when Bardock and the Tech Raditz were released, JP also received this new challenge event, which is the Extreme Super Battle Road here, which I think they could have added at the end of during this part three of the 5 year anniversary. I think they could have added this for us, and I don't think JP players would have been that upset about it. This is something they already have and have had for a while. So really, I don't think anybody would have complained on either side of the game. Sure, maybe it was released on March 18th over there, so we would get it pretty quickly, but look at how much stuff they bounced ahead of the anniversary, right? Beerus, they bounced ahead. A lot of Easy A's, they bounced ahead. I was looking through all the campaigns to try and find these events to see when they came out. And I was looking, and the first few that I ran through, I was like, wow, they already released all this stuff on global way before, and it was maybe the second or third campaigns after the 5 year over on JP. So I'm not really sure, because it really seemed like they were trying to catch the two games up. And now that they updated links and they just released another new set of cards, well, not a new set, but just a new Ultimate Gohan, which we actually needed anyway. But they released the Gohan, and on top of that, there's also the Goku and Vegeta card that they released, the Jiren. So now Global has to catch back up. So how they're going to do that, I'm not really sure. But anyway, moving on. Extreme Super Battle Road. They should have given us this. And the other thing that they should have given us is during this Messy Full Power campaign, which, by the way, is a very interesting name. They got the game mode. What is this called? Explosive Chain Battle. It's kind of a weird mode, but you get a treasure that you can get. These, they're, what are they? The new treasure Unity Mark can be obtained in Explosive Chain Battle by collecting Unity Mark. You'll be able to open the secret treasure chest. And you get one skill orb out of them. but there's really good orbs in there. That's where we're gonna get some of the level fives, crit and level five additional, level five dodge that we don't have yet. So hold on, don't equip your best gold equips right away, I would say, or put them on somebody who doesn't necessarily need more than that. Maybe a second tier unit that you run often, something like that. But anyway, they could have given us this too during part three, and again, I don't think JP would have been that butthurt about it. This came out in right at the beginning of May, but I don't think anybody would have complained about it. And then there's some missions here. We already have the tab in Baba's shop for this, so I think that made a lot of people think that we were gonna get this too. Um, but again, it is what it is. It's unfortunate that they didn't do this. It would have helped. Everybody would have been hype. I guess the only thing would have been we would have had level 5 orbs. Like I was saying, level 5 crit and additional orbs and dodge orbs way sooner than JP. But I don't think that would have been the end of the world. Um, maybe everybody would have been up in arms over it, but I really don't think so. I really don't think so. So that's pretty much it for that stuff. I just think, like, even just looking at this, I really think they could have done more. Um, for an example as to what I've been doing to keep myself busy since the stamina restoration time is so low right now. What I've been doing to keep busy is I've been farming copies. I started off with Golden Frieza. Um, or, well, he's not Golden Frieza, but from the Dragon Ball Super Broly story event, I farmed up 9 Friezas to Golden Frieza. So that took 9 times 20 awakening medals, uh, 20 awakening medals for each of the 9 copies. And then I fed them into the int Golden Frieza that just got, well, not just got, but recently got uh, that sub EZA from the Tech Golden Frieza event. So I fed them into the int one, and now he's SA10. I actually just pulled a copy of him, I believe. Yeah, I just rainbowed him. Um, he's a really good support for Target Goku team. So, which actually I believe needed a support. They might have one or two, but um, it's just it's a really good unit now compared to what it was. It went from a dead unit to a relatively good unit, especially when you run it on the right category, or on a category that has a lot of those units, maybe on rotation with someone that can use that to their advantage, right? Um, but it just so right now what I'm actually doing is I'm farming Vegetas to awaken them into Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegetas, and feed them into all the fodder copies, or fodder, I should say, um, fodder Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegetas, such as the STR one, the physical one, who isn't. I'm not gonna say he's good because he's not. Maybe someday they could easy A him and he'd be decent, um, but he's not that good. But the physical one, and then there's also the old AGL one, not the Pure Saiyan's lead, not Super Saiyan, not the Evolution Blue Vegeta, but the old one from Resurrection F, the AGL one. So I'm farming Vegetas for that, and I figured out, I did the math, and the math is I need 720 medals to farm up those 4 Vegetas to SA10. You can do the math yourself. It's 9 copies per Vegeta. There's 4 Vegetas. So you end up with 720 awakening medals that I need to farm on top of the 9 times 4, so 36 copies of the Vegeta that I have to farm up, and all the Zenny that I'm going to need to awaken them, and then Z awaken them, and then Dokkan awaken them as well, and train them in between all those two. But that's what I've been spending my stamina doing. And if I'm still playing when I have no stamina, what I've been working on is just trying to get as far as I can in the AGL Broly EZA. I believe I'm at about stage 170. And when I get to stage 200 is probably when I'm really going to start grinding. I think I'm ranked number 2 or 3 on my friends list. But the guy in first, I think, is at 250. So, uh, anyway, I will eventually be posting videos about that event and seeing how hard it gets and if I actually need to switch my team. I am running a full siblings bond team that is all movie heroes, and it's it takes about 3.5 minutes to clear it. I also run the Tech Khalifa because she just dodges everything Broly throws, so she's super useful in that event. You can just put her in the slot where there's nobody. But anyway, sorry for getting off track, guys. The one last thing I wanted to talk about is just quickly, if I can find it here, which I'm sure I should be able to because it's the talk of the town. Here over on JP, they updated a bunch of links, and now links level up. Um, so as they go up in level, the percentage goes up, which is actually crazy. And I'm not 100% how this works, but if I'm not, let's see if it explains it up here. So some link skills will double up, mainly key links. If you have 3 cards used on the same rotation, the card in the middle will receive while the other two. Some links only work regularly. Okay, so I'm not really sure what that's explaining, but I'm not really sure either how you level these up. But I'm guessing it's just over time, or maybe there's new training items specific to link skills. I'm not really sure. Maybe we just use the old training items. I haven't really had time to keep up with all of this that's going on JP, so I'm kind of just waiting because we're not going to get this for a while, I think. But maybe they could have done it at the same time. I'm sure a lot of people over on JP would have been real salty about it, so that's why they didn't. But just a thought. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the daily, or not daily, but weekly dose of salt. Um, and I, sorry. Um, as always, feel free to leave a comment, a like, or to subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys all in the next video.